Hey guys, it's Reaper. Do you remember a story I did back on Christmas Eve? A story by a Redditor named Pennyworth223? If you don't, there's a link down below in the description for you to go check it out. I highly recommend it. I personally think it came out really, really well. I really enjoyed making it, and I'm glad I was able to use it for Christmas Eve. Now, the main reason I'm bringing that up is because I have a super special announcement, if you couldn't tell by the title of the video, clearly. I have since reached out to Pennyworth with a bit of a question. So I'm going to read what I said, and then I'll go into his replies. So I sent him a message on March 20th at about 2:30. I said, hey, I just wanted to let you know that I really have been enjoying reading your stories and your book, which he has since released now 2 books at the time of recording this video. But at the time I sent him the message, it was only 1. It's been really cool to see how you are starting to grow a following behind your stories and this universe that he's been creating. I already know that we talked about me using your stories for my podcast, but there's something else I wanted to ask you about. As someone who's trying to get into the realm of narration, I guess voice acting would be a more broad term, which I think it is. I don't really know the whole difference. I know some people say it's 2 different things. Some people say voice acting and narration are one and the same. I don't know. Quite frankly, right now, I don't care. I said, would there be a possibility that we could do some kind of work together? I saw that you're creating more volumes to the popular series and even creating books for them. And I'd love to be able to help you bring those books to life and give them a different feel. If not, I totally understand. And either way, I will still continue to support the stories. I said, wishing you the best, and I'm excited for more stories. He replies back saying, hey, I really appreciate that, seriously. It's been awesome seeing people connect with the stories and the universe as a whole, so hearing that means a lot. And yeah, I'd definitely be open to talking more about working together. I've been wanting to expand into narration and voice work more as the series grows, especially with the newer volumes and future projects. So the timing actually lines up really well. He'd love to hear more about what I have in mind for what kind of collaboration I'm thinking, how I want to approach bringing the stories to life, and any ideas that I have. He asked me to elaborate a bit more so we can get a better sense of the vision. And either way, he appreciates the support a ton and is looking forward to see what I come up with. So I reply back. I said, of course, I want to continue with my podcast, the stories of the quote-unquote one-off. I say one-off, it's more of the stories that don't have a part 2 or a part 3 or a part, 10 at this rate, because there is one that has a part 10. And I said, for those, I just want to continue them. The one-off stories, record them, put them up. For some of the other ones that have multiple parts, I wish to do a potential complete series. So take all of the stories from the part. For instance, there's one I'm working on that's 3 parts long, and record them all individually, but then put them all together into one long video. So, for instance, this 3-part story I'm working on, each recording took me about half an hour to read, which means the final video is going to be about an hour and a half long, which is a long video, I know, but trust me, you'll want to listen to that whole thing. But that way, it creates more of a complete feel for that particular story in the multiple parts, so people don't have to go from one post to another post to another post to get the whole feel. They could just go to one video. And with the books kind of doing the same thing, or if he wants to do more narration and voice work, which he does, potentially be like a character, maybe guest star as a character. I think that would be really awesome. Or just take one of the books and make it an audiobook. He replies back saying he really likes the complete series. We're taking the multiple parts, putting them together, as it would create a lot of flow and doesn't have people go from post to post. He's definitely open to continuing the podcast with the older stories and the one-offs. As for the longer series books, he thinks there's a lot of potential there to build something really solid with full-length narrations and possibly audiobooks down the line. And they said the idea of a guest character is really interesting too, especially as the universe expands. That's something I'd want to be a bit more intentional with, but I'm not against it at all. Let's keep talking about this and figure out the best way to approach it moving forward. I'd also like to hear about more how you'd handle the production side of things, i.e. the tone, the pacing, the overall style, just so we can kind of make sure it lines up with the feel of the stories. He appreciates me reaching out about this. Seriously, I think there's something really good we can build here. So I reply back saying, yes, of course, I'd be open to help out with everything. As for the production side, some of your stories I'm already working on and have my idea of tone. And when I'm done, I'll for sure send him the links. And then I sent him the story I did on Christmas Eve, because I actually, at one point, forgot that I did one of his stories for Christmas Eve. So now I'm kind of just, it's not that I'm waiting to hear back. I know he's been really busy with things. He's kind of kept us updated through his Reddit, which I will leave a link down below in the description. Go check out the Dark Archive. He did usually post a lot to r/NoSleep, but there's kind of a few little things that kind of got messed up with that. I'm not going to go into it. There is a post explaining what happened with r/NoSleep. If I find it, I'll link it. If not, I think it's in the Dark Archive. So go check it out, but seriously, go support him. He has since released a book since the last story I put out, and since I last messaged him, he has put out another book. So I'm super excited. I will be getting that book as well, as I have his first one, and I'm super excited to try and record that and see what I can do. But overall, I'm just super, super excited and super thankful for Pennyworth giving me this opportunity. I'm super excited to work with him. And I agree with him. I think there is potential for something really, really big, really, really cool coming within the next year or so. So definitely, if you're thinking about sticking around, you like narrations, you like scary stories, definitely hit that subscribe button. It's definitely going to be really, really good here coming in the next year, maybe a bit more. So that's going to do it for this little update. I just wanted to keep you guys up to date with what's going on. I know I've kind of been somewhat quiet the start of this year. I'm finishing up college, as you can see around me. I'm currently sitting in my TV production studio at my school, so using one of the cameras and some of the microphones. So that's kind of why it looks a bit more professional. This isn't, mine. This is more of the school. So I'm finishing up with school. That's kind of why I've been a little bit quiet over the last few months. But trust me, when that summer rolls around, we're gonna be on top of it. But I'm super excited. I'm super ready for what this summer has to bring. And if you are too, again, make sure you hit that subscribe button. All the links will be in the description. And let me know. Let me know what you want to see. I definitely want to bring more of this narration content and potentially even some more gaming content. Who knows? Let me know what you want to see down in the comments. Before I ramble on too much, I'm going to end it here. Thanks as always for watching. I'm Reaper, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.